What's up, guys? Welcome back
Hi,
to
everyone.
Rise and Grind.
I'm on camera over here.
Oh, you're on
technical
camera.
difficulties. Yeah, we started off. Is today Monday? It's Thursday,
Yeah, well,
right? I don't know.
Why is Thursday pretending to be Monday?
But we're back. It's Thursday.
Why is Thursday pretending to be Monday? I don't know.
You know what's funny too? I feel like you always call me out on my mic awareness.
Yeah, your mic is always out in outer space.
Oh my gosh.
Megan's mic is always doing its own thing. But that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, that's why, because you know what? Listen, like, see, I sat down, right, and I adjusted my microphone myself. I got myself set up. Megan's microphone was doing a handstand, and she was like, "All right, we're gonna start." And then Chris noticed that your thing was off into go all the way in left field over there. But
oh my god, you know what? I will say that is a pretty accurate start for and reflection of just how like the week has been going. Like I feel like the week feels a lot like that, a little bit chaotic, but you got to make the best of it. You got to push through.
yes,
Yeah.
I definitely could not agree more.
I saw some crazy trends this morning, or just news updates. First one was that the U.S. government's banning Roombas. Do you still have your Roomba?
I do, but I don't use it.
Oh.
I haven't used it in a long time.
See, mine goes every single night. I have it on the program or the schedule, whatever it's on. And I was talking about it with Chris this morning. And he's like, probably because it maps your house. Like maybe they don't want, and so it's not just Roomba. It's any robot vacuum. They don't want any robotic appliances that are from foreign countries in U.S.
our
households.
Wow. Yeah, mine has been dead for 4 years. I haven't charged it. It's just sitting there in my basement somewhere right now. But again, like I shared with you, like my issue with that, it makes sense. But my issue with it for me was just like it was always like getting stuck, and I just found myself constantly following the vacuum, and it was a job for me. The whole point of it was to remove people thinking about having to vacuum. And then every like morning or every day when I would come downstairs, it was stuck and never vacuumed anything. So
mine doesn't get stuck often, but the times that it does, I do get annoyed. I'm like, come on.
Does it get work? Does it actually work though?
You wasted it. Yeah, it actually does. And you know, for the amount of dog hair that's in my house, my dog sheds so much. It helps.
Yeah.
For it to run.
Right.
Like it definitely makes a difference.
Well, I give you a lot of credit though, because you never have dog hair on you.
Oh, not that you see, but I definitely have dog hair on me.
Well, no, I'm saying like you do a good job though, clearly, of like removing it from yourself or like whatever you do. I never see dog hair on you.
Really try, because my dogs, if they just lay on you, you will be covered in hair.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty dramatic, actually.
Okay.
We just brushed Luna out, and the amount of fur, we were like, oh yeah, just a quick, little brush. The amount of fur built the size of a dog that Albus is. Like, just like, where did that much fur come from? Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
So for these robotic devices that they don't want, any existing ones can stay in your house, but any new versions or any new appliances that have any sort of robotic type of feature in it is going to be banned, which really sucks for companies that have been spending the amount of time and research
for sure
building, something like that. And you think about, we've been talking for so long about these robot nannies or household managers and things of that sort that are cleaning your houses, and people have put deposits down on getting something like that in their house. So do you lose your deposit? You're not going to get the device or the robot. Well,
I think the issue is like if it's from China or from some other country, then it's gonna be an issue. But you also have Elon Musk with like Tesla, who's building Tesla bots that's made in the US. So whenever that's ready, I don't think that will be an issue as much, because obviously it's Elon Musk, and he's building them in America. So
yeah, if it's built in America, it's okay. They're saying if it's foreign, that it's a no-go. Understandably so. I mean, when you think about it, it does. Most of them do map out your house.
Right.
So
yeah,
probably not the best.
That's a good point. It has millions and millions and millions of houses now that it knows like the inside of, which is pretty crazy when you think about that.
I know this is like totally irrational, but anytime my vacuum is moving around, I'm always scared to be in its like line of sight, because apparently it sends these lasers out to sea to map out your house.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, it's like the floor is lava. Like don't be by the lasers. Yeah.
Fire the lasers.
Don't let the robot find you, basically. Yeah. But I also saw that DoorDash, it's building its own drone delivery service. It's going to be called DoorDash Air, and they already got their air carrier certification to do this. So now you'll have the option, or we'll start to see the option for either a person to bring your food or a drone to deliver your food.
Oh, wow.
Really interesting.
It is. Amazon has been trying that randomly, I feel like, for the past couple of years. And a guy in Florida, his old guy, shot it down because he saw it like coming by his house. And like, he was an older guy, has a gun. He's like, what the fuck is this? Shoots it. And then
that would happen in Florida.
Right. And then comes to find out, like, the cops came, like, did you shoot this down? He said, yeah, because there's a drone on my property. Like, I didn't do whatever. And it was it's a federal crime to shoot them down.
It is.
Yeah. So now I don't know how he got charged. I'm hoping they let him go and figured it out. But
Jeez,
he got arrested for shooting it down.
I mean, and for this guy, you're older. Like, that's new technology. Like,
Yeah.
drones, or you see it in wars, right? So
Correct.
he's probably like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was older. He was an old man. And so, like, you know, I felt bad for him because he's like, why is this drone on my property? Meanwhile, his wife, Betty Lou, was probably fucking ordering something on Amazon. And that was just being delivered. So he shot it down.
Oh, and she never got her delivery.
She never got, and she lost her husband to jail and her delivery. Jeff Bezos swooped in a weird way there. But you know what? Also, though, the only thing I don't, that's going to be very interesting, right? Because like that'll bring out the 1 hour and 2 hour deliveries faster.
Yeah.
But oh wait, hold on. I have to say this one. So yesterday, speaking of Amazon, yesterday, me and Jacqueline, in the summertime, we bring the kids to the beach at nighttime.
Yeah.
Like not at nighttime, but like kind of around 5, 6 o'clock. We'll either eat,
sunset,
we'll like make dinner, we'll bring it there, we'll eat it on the beach.
Yeah.
And play in the the little kids jungle gym area over there. And we're leaving and we're driving like back home from like through Belmar. And I see this car stop, and he's like stopped in the middle of the road, blinkers on and stuff. And I said, and this guy comes out, and he comes out, and he got like I don't even know how to explain it, but like he's got a cigarette in his mouth, right? He looks like he's about to go out that night, right? And he's got more gel than even me, probably. Okay. And I got a lot of gel. Okay. So all of a sudden he's like fiddling with stuff in his car, and we're like waiting for this guy. And I'm saying to Jack, I'm like, what is this guy doing? Right? He's got this little cigarette hanging out of his mouth, whatever. And then next thing you know, he pulls out an Amazon package, right? And he brings it to the door. I'm like, could you imagine? This guy is literally, and he looks like he's one of these dudes that are about to like go out after this last delivery.
I'm picturing like out of The Sopranos. Like that's in my
no.
mind.
No.
This up your door. You don't know if it's a hitman or if it's an Amazon.
But no, he was dressed to impress. Like he was dressed like he was going out somewhere.
Oh,
had a ciggy
like
in his
going
mouth.
to the club.
It literally looked like that. And he had a ciggy in his mouth. And he was, and he was delivering a quick Amazon pack.
You never know who you're gonna meet on your Amazon.
Dude, well, he was definitely, if that guy was not going out after that, he just dresses like that to go out to go do anything, but kudos to him. But that whole thing made me realize, like, I'm almost looking forward to the drone activity stuff, because like the people who deliver the packages that don't have the marked Amazon cars, like that's an issue. Like, because people break into houses and stuff, and like they don't, like, they come from Amazon or whatever, and they come in unidentified cars, and they all have like fake Amazon shit on. So it's like you don't know the difference all the time. So when I saw this dude roll up and he had a cigarette in his mouth, and he just like walked up to the front, like, and it wasn't even holding it, he just had it in the mouth, like he's one of those just like walking around with it in his mouth the whole time, like flinging Amazons. But it's like that's why I'm a little more looking forward to that, just because like there's always kind of like weird interactions when they're not like an actual, like, I don't know the difference between like if you're, I guess, a full-time Amazon driver versus you do it part-time, but the quality control is like really, really an issue. And also, what my other thing is like, I think anybody can agree that orders from Amazon, which is probably everybody watching this, I have a little overhang over my door, right? And my steps are right here. My steps are fully exposed, but if you go right before my door, there's like probably like 3 or maybe 2 or 3 feet of like roof covering, right? Amazon, anytime it's raining outside, they keep it out in the rain. And it's like, bro, it's like, listen, it's like,
they said, F this guy.
Yo, look at this. Can you read this on there? Can you see this on there?
Move it to your,
see that? All right. So, but it's like every time, like, and it's like, they all, no matter what. And so my only point is with drones is I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to have to be outside in the rain, Because like when you think
Yeah.
about it, like they're not going to come that close
It's
to
gonna
my
be on
door.
your lawn.
Yeah,
It could
right.
be dropped on your. And the other thing I think about is it has to be in a carrier, because if it's just taking like, you'll get dropped off just the paper bag
Right.
from the people, right?
Mhm.
Paper bag floating through the air, through the wind.
Yeah,
And such.
they have it in a sealed box that the box opens and then it just drops whatever's in there. But
And that's the other thing. Does it land nicely, or is it parachuting out of the sky?
well, they from the examples that I've seen, it comes like this close to the ground, drops it, and then see you later. But then again, like, again, the problem with it is too, is like, it's only gonna be good for those quick little things. Like if you need something that's small, like, oh, I want, I'm trying to order, new, I don't know, dish detergent, or like, dish, now maybe that's too heavy. I don't know, whatever, just
Not
small
like
things. Like these stupid things that I spent money ordering online, like that would come in a drone, right?
Yeah.
Like, but when you order a TV, or like a lot of people order like real shit on there, like kayaks, like, like surfboards.
You can order anything on Amazon. It's magic.
It's wild.
It's
But
magic. But to your point, it is. I can't remember where I was at some sort of networking event, and someone was saying that they use an alias to order like DoorDash or Amazon. They don't use their actual name because they own businesses and they don't want someone to look them up and be like, oh, this is a nice house. They own a few different businesses. Like,
but I thought you have to have your ID though, because like for instance, if I ever order alcohol on DoorDash,
I don't know.
There was one time I ordered alcohol for my parents because we were on date night, and my dad was like, "Do you have any more red wine?" I said, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay, never mind." Like, cause he was like trying to just drink red wine. So I ordered it on DoorDash to surprise him. Calls me, and it was the nightmare that was never supposed to be. Because I'm sitting there at dinner, and the whole time I'm at dinner, the DoorDash is like, I need, the person who ordered this. My ID says John Avagar. He's John B. They're like, this is the same person.
I think because it's alcohol.
But why do people use DoorDash for?
I've sent other people.
Do you guys use DoorDash for other shit?
Food,
Wait, what's
like
what else is?
A
No
shovel.
way.
No, I was just going to
Did
say.
it work? They dropped it? Wow.
Yeah, people are using it for like your normal items, like what you would use Instacart for.
Wow.
To pick anything up, you're using DoorDash for, and it's faster.
Wait, did you see this? And that's my mission now. Before the summer's over, to do this with my friends. Did you see that Uber driver who those people wound up like their goal? So they ordered a bunch of shit on DoorDash and then also on like Ubers, and their mission that night was to get that Uber or Dasher to like stop doing it and party with them. And it wasn't until like the end of the night, this dude, like this older guy too, is an older guy, picked him up in an Uber, and then he partied with them for the rest of the night.
Oh my god!
And it went viral. It's everywhere. And this Uber driver, like again, old dude, like just literally just out. But he was a cool guy though. You could tell he was down for whatever. He had like a tie-dye shirt on and like whatever when he picked them up. But literally, he was with them. Like it shows pictures of them all driving together, going to Wendy's together. Then in a hot tub, him drinking Coronas with them. Him like they ordered DoorDash and they were all eating DoorDash together. Like it was just like, yo, like that's fucking cool. That's so vibes.
That is.
They do.
That's something only you would do.
I know.
You and a few would do.
When I'm drunk, I always try to get everybody to come party with me.
Yeah.
When I'm drunk, I'm like, yo, let's all come on. Like, and Jack gets mad at me because I just try to get everybody involved. There was one time, true story. Andrew, my boy Andrew, who was there with us. He and I came back from a night out in Asbury Park, and if anybody that knows me knows that, and Chris, I know you've heard this story, but when I first started working in New York, and when my wife was in the city, and I was in there, visiting her in and out and stuff like that, I was not like used to the homeless population. So I was the dude just giving out freaking everybody money, right? The second I saw them, right? To the point where the first time I went there, I think I went with like, I don't know, like $150, and I left with like -5. Anyway, so we left Asbury Park. Fast forward, we're driving home in an Uber, right? And we see a homeless guy, right? And by us, which is very uncommon.
Yeah.
Right. So I convinced everybody to let him in the car with us.
Oh my God, John.
We brought him to McDonald's, right? Because I was like, I can't give you money, but we're gonna go to McDonald's. We'll get you fed.
Have you seen like any scary movies in your life?
No, you gotta listen.
Like,
listen, I feel this way normally, but when I'm drunk, I really feel like everybody in the world's amazing people. But
oh,
so
you're so pure.
I was like, the guy's probably hungry, because that's what I asked him. I'm not gonna give you money, but you hungry? Yeah. Okay, cool. Go to McDonald's. Can you believe? So I'm ordering my normal. This is before kids, by the way. I'm ordering my normal Big Mac, right, with a Shamrock Shake. You got to do the Shamrock Shake.
Oh my god, I love Shamrock Shake.
So I get because we know the M&M machine's always broken, so I get the Shamrock Shake.
Yep.
But anyway, long story short, I ordered him a Big Mac or something like that. I forgot the hell I ordered. I ordered him like a Big Mac, and when I gave him the meal, he like complained. He was like, I don't like onions.
I remember you telling
me.
me.
I remember being like, bro, are you kidding me?
Take the onions off.
Yeah, like, dude, take the onions off.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until so we took pictures and stuff with him, and it wasn't until the next day. So fast forward, he wound up staying there after, and it wasn't until the next day in pictures that Andrew was like, bro, this guy had like brand new Jordans on. But my point in the whole story is that
you picked up a stranger.
You got to pick up strangers.
No,
sometimes. No, don't pick up strangers. No. Probably not a good idea.
If you're any of John's kids watching, don't.
No, definitely not my kids. Yeah, definitely not any kids watching. Don't pick up strangers. But
my God.
But you got to help people out, and I think
that is true.
I was trying to help him out, and he was down. He was out there crying and stuff.
I just saw this girl that I went to high school with posted, and I don't know if it's her dad or her uncle, whoever, in New York, and there was a group of teenagers beating this other person, and so many people were walking by and not doing, like, they're in the street, like, kicking the shit out of this person. So her family member decides to do something about it and like starts pulling kids off. They start beating him. He ended up with a broken rib, like a broken eye socket, all this stuff. But he went on to say, like, more people, there were so many people around that there's no reason why more people should have like jumped in and have helped. And it's so sad to see, like, whether it's someone who's homeless or someone who's genuinely in danger, like people just aren't willing to put themselves out there.
Well, you know what though? Listen, this is the problem, right? So like when you do it, because there's so many videos out there right now where people do step in, and there are people who step in to help and get stabbed. There are people who step in and like help and they get, a concussion, or like they freaking, split their head open or something stupid. And it's like, at certain points, if two idiots are fighting, like, are you going to jump in and be the third idiot?
Yeah.
Because some people are so past, they're seeing red. So like you trying to help the situation for certain people. Like there was one time that I was in a position like that, again, before I had kids, and I was trying to break something up and I got punched in the face. Yeah. Right. And by the person I was trying to help. Right. Nonetheless. Right. And it's like, so for me, like that was the last time I was like, all right, I'm not, if you were in that position, obviously I'm going to jump in. Yeah. That's worth it.
I guess it depends on the situation too.
Right.
It's like
the best thing that you could do is just call the local authorities. Right. Like if something's happening, like, cause if you jump in,
that's the craziest part about New York is like, there were police on the street. Like, and that's, I guess that's just New York, and everywhere is like that in some way or another.
Well, no, there's police everywhere in New York, especially when it comes to parking tickets. I've paid, parking tickets I've paid since 2019.
A lot.
A fuck ton.
They have your picture on the wall.
They got me. They're
not
like,
allowed to park on the street.
They see me coming a mile away. They're like, all right, guys.
You get through the tunnel, and
they're like, who wants the Christmas bonus? John's in the city. Let's fucking go find the car.
I've gotten pretty good at finding street parking for free in New York lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've just lucked out.
Well, you're an expert at this now. You're partying in the city all the time. Shout out to the fact that Pacha's back. I cannot believe that. That's so exciting. I got to go there. The last time I went there was with Andrew and my cousin Josh. Oh, I think we were 21 there. It was the first time ever going to a club in New York. My first club experience. And Pacha, funny enough, has 2 cherries on it, right? Yeah. And it popped my club cherry, which is really cool. And literally, it was such a cool experience, though. Like such a cool experience. So I'm pumped to experience that again. And shout out to them. I feel like so many like throwbacks keep coming back, which is so cool.
I am living for it right now.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. It feels so nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, we're back, baby.
Yep. We're freaking back, man. Mark Zuckerberg just put out this big quarterly earnings thing and talked about how, he's trying to, continue to accelerate AI. And the interesting thing that we're going to see here, as I thought about this last night, is there's so many, not only just social media, like Zuckerberg is obviously trying to be everything in one. He's always been, anybody who's doing something, he goes and tries to build it into Meta and does. But you got all these different platforms, right? TikTok, you have X, you have you have Meta, and all these platforms are trying to be like the all-in-one AI, right? And it's interesting because now, Meta is sharing that they're going to deliver pretty much what LSA delivers, right? Like you don't pay unless, you get an actual closed deal or qualified lead and stuff, which is interesting. But what's so interesting is just to see how these things keep evolving, because like, you have all these people claiming that their AI is going to be the best and it's adopted by all these people and blah, blah, blah. I don't know one business owner or person that uses Meta AI.
I was just going to say, I was talking about this yesterday with a few team members, just about Meta AI in general and where Meta is heading, where they're trying to automate so much that they're losing quality in the process. Like they're really losing quality. And if you launch ads using any part of their, AI advantage or, audience building or whatever it is, you are just not going to get the quality that you're looking for.
Right.
It's almost like burning money, where you really do need, those human strategists to sit down and think, well, what are the attributes that build like your core audience, and how can we target them? Where are they looking? What are they doing?
Right.
And you can use AI for that research, but you shouldn't rely on AI to build your audience pool and get you leads.
Right.
So I just know from our experience seeing it, any clients who have used it in the past, they come to us and are like, please help me. I'm spending so much money and I'm getting so many people reaching out to me. It's great. You have 100 leads. Out of the 100 leads, not a single one was able to get in contact with you.
Right.
That to a business owner isn't a lead then. It's just another name in the pool, right?
Agreed.
So, I don't know. Feel like it's great that Meta's doing all of these advancements with the, AI, but at the same time, you really have to take a look at like, what are brands willing to invest in? Are they going to invest in just like a large pool that doesn't really give them a return? I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. And honestly, again, it's about implementation, knowing a lot of small business owners and people that are out there, even brand creators, like, people don't want to like, they don't want to do all these things like to manage AI and to put stuff in it and to keep it going. Like it's a full-time job just doing that alone. Right. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to keep seeing where that goes. Before we end off here, we got your birthday coming up.
Yes.
You're turning 25 again.
I'm every year. I turn the same age.
Yeah, she's been 25 for a long time.
For a long time.
For a long
every year.
time.
It feels really good to just stay the same age.
You've frozen in time. Any good plans for the B-Day?
I am going to Sammy Burgee tomorrow in Brooklyn, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then time with family.
Nice.
Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
For a slow day.
A slow day after a crazy day.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And any takeaways from your current year in life from 25? Before you enter 25,
how much time we got? Takeaways. I think my big takeaway from the year was just being very confident in being authentically me and knowing like the direction that I need to head in, and like I feel like I have been a recovering people pleaser for a really long time, and I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident in not being a people pleaser and doing things that feel like they align more so with me. So that's my big takeaway.
I love that. Hell yeah. All right, well, happy 25th.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome. Guys, happy Thursday. I hope you crush the rest of your week, and we'll see you back on Monday, guys.